Hey, it was Calydon. Here I get a choice of Calydon or Calydon. It's not Calydon, it's Calydon. Calydon is in Caledonian. But this isn't in one of the wilder northern regions of Scotland. Calydon is a rich and fertile region, so it's certainly not northern Scotland. Noted for its fine vineyards, but nothing is ever as good as it seems. Ooh, I'm intrigued.
Life has been tough on Artemis.
Life has been tough on Artemis.
First, her beloved Carnean hind, a majestic stag, was wounded by Hercules, who was trying to capture the animal.
Huh.
Then, the people in and around the region of Calydon refused to worship her properly. The depressed Artemis turned to her menagerie of animals for solace, and when she saw her mighty boar, snorting and snarling in his pen, her eyes lit up, and a small smile played across her face. See,
here we go again. All I've done is just turned up to the area. You know, I'm not... Tyson's difficult enough for me, thank you. So, Artemis is having a bad time. Nothing to do with me. It's not my fault that a Canadian hind... It's not my fault Hercules killed the Canadian hind. Not my fault that people of Calydon aren't... In fact, there's nobody there yet. I've not turned up yet. I just feel like I'm getting caught up in the whims of the gods here. It's to slay a monster, sanctuary to Hermes, yearly profit of 500, 8 pieces of sculpture for parent city. So here we are. This is a small map. Not much room for manoeuvre. Well, we can build in some hills if I wanted to. Right, food we can grow some grapes. We can have some goats, and we can hunt. Although I can't see any boar. Boar? Boar, that's better. Got plenty of money from the motherland. 19,000. Ah! That's... yeah, sorry, I just did that. It noise like a pig. Right, so I'll build the initial settlement in a central location. So let's say... Here, I didn't slow the game down, so 2 months has passed while I've just been... So it looks like we're going to get attacked, possibly by the Caledonian boar. Which is an actual thing. That's nice. I'm going to build and braces of this one. So I'm going to say... Was going to say... Let's put... Oh! Put an avenue down. Here. And here. And we'll have... your common agora here. So that hopefully be nice and efficient and won't need much in the way of additional desirability. Yes! Oh. Well, that's a bit of a pig. Yeah, bit of a pig, because, you know, boars and all that. Whew, saved it. So let's have a path over to the... to there and to the hunting grounds. Which seem an awful long way away. Let's have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Should be enough. And the maintenance office, and an agora. I don't know much about Artemis apart from she's supposed to be about 19, something like that. Same age as most of the gods, really. Apollo, supposed to be the Ephebic. Ephebic youths are somewhere between like, I think they're like between 16 and 17, not quite coming of age yet, but full of youthful energy and urges. Ephebic youths. So they're good words. Greeks are good at words, aren't they? So I have a podium, a gym, theatre, water, watch post, because that's not happening again. Drama school, podium, no college, granary that all the food will be delivered to. It's fine, they'll all already have maintenance access. We'll have that with your olive oil, your fleece. I suppose if I'm doing this properly, I might try and plan the city out a little bit better. But this seems pretty good to me. It's got room for expansion. It's in a central location, and I've got everything apart from a palace, which I will build here until I get posh housing. Assuming I can build it, which I can. And tax collector. That's probably what annoyed him last time. I fill another house in. So this should be a lot easier than the last mission because I only ever got some funds stored up from when I played the major city, and funds always help with. It's the only major block to building cities is the amount of money that you've got. Let's also have a road going out here. I don't want to cut too much timber down because I think I can harvest it. And let's start with 5 dairies. Might double it later as the city grows. It's always good to have multiple food sources. It doesn't make it explicit in this game like it does in Pharaoh, so it's a bit of a shame. Emperor is really harsh. You have one type of food, you can only expand to like the 2nd or 3rd residence. But I do kind of incorporate that into the whole thing. So that should be fine. I'm going to be really short of workers for most of this, I should think.
Build me a pyre to roast my friends upon.
Argos buys bronze, sells marble, fleece, olive oil. So don't have to worry about trading posts. I'll just set up one to the main city, which is Argos, and they can basically give me fleece and store a maximum of 8. I don't want to spend too much money here. Now what can I do in terms of turning a profit? Timber, wine. Most notable by Jingo because of an overabundance across the world. The price of sculptures has fallen by the amount shown before. Lowered by 140 drachma, blimey. It reduces profits but selling it but makes it cheaper to buy. It's interesting because that's just what I'm going to want to buy. You know, if somebody was to sell. Which they're not. What else can I do? So wine, timber. Ethiopia buys wine. Ooh, that's a... Just bear with me a second. Sorry about that. At some point I'll be able to do one of these missions without distraction. But that day is not today. Need some more common housing. So much common housing. Quite prosperous. I'm going to make sure I've got enough employees. I think we might struggle for a bit. Given that I've only got 100 people and a multitude of people to cater to. 4. We're missing. Need some food. We'll be alright once they actually send some hunters out. There we go. Having said that, we might just... we won't cover it until we get some food in. Yeah, we've reached a capacity of the number of people willing to live in huts. Discovered about a place called Mount Pelion. I hope we don't invade it. They killed him! Huh. Well, I suppose sometimes when you fight the boar wins. Hey, we're not starving. Let's have a monument to celebrate. Actually, probably going to have a second fountain, because I know just how bad they are at providing water. Like, they've got one job, and they can't do it. Oh, I'm not connected up to the Kingdom Road. Call it the Kingdom Road because that's what they call it in Pharaoh.
Hey, could we halt some of the spinning, please? The spinning is really making me ill here.
Under the leadership of Acristus, Mount Pelion has grown to a significant city, no longer isolated from the rest of the world. Ooh, I'm allied with them. They buy wine, sell wood. Well, you know what it's telling me then, isn't it? You know what I need to do? I'll build a road to it first. Lovely. Nice little roundabout. Ooh, overview, popularity good, food levels too low, workers needed 90, hygiene good, unrest none, finances down. Let's put an infirmary in. I knew I'd forgotten something. Oh, I could do with some goats as well. I suppose I ought to have checked, can they get to the top level? It's pretty mean of the game to have this top level of like meadow with no means of getting to it. But you know, Impressions games have done it before. I was going to say they'll do it again, but they won't. Yes, you can get up there, but only round the back, I think. Oh no, you can get up there as well. Put some nice steps in for them. So we've got plenty of food. No need to worry about that.
Has anyone seen my spear? How can I be a spear carrier
All the
without
meat,
my
all the
spear?
cheese. And quite secure as well, so we won't get people being killed by boars. Well, it will, but it won't matter because we've got a lot of cheese coming in now. In fact, it's awful lot of protein. Nothing else. Loads of cheese, loads of meat. Like no fibre or anything. People are growing up big and strong, but have terrible digestive systems. Oof. Right, I'm a bit perturbed because I've asked for olive oil and fleece, but I'm getting neither.
Back and forth, I'm beginning to feel like Sisyphus.
Perhaps it's my lack of employees. Hygiene is excellent in climbing. There we go. Mount Pillion sells more armour. I didn't check what they sold, did they? Or I did, but I soon forgot. Sells armour, wood, wants wine. I remember now. I remember now because I went and checked it. That's something to bear in mind for the future. I will have a storage yard set up to accept nothing but wood. You're not getting away with it again. Employees needed. Should be fine once we have... They need more food. Oh, yes! It's quite early in the game to have townhouses, but I'm fine with that.
I'm Dionysus, god of
The
the
vine!
Worship me, and fruits of the vine will burst forth.
Huh. You'll also be able to harvest grapes from my own vineyard. All the vines of the city will yield more grapes. Not a bad chap to have. I know I've already going to have the potential to grow my own wine, but I guess it's a way of like doubling down on it. Huh. I'm going to start wine production now, I think. Growers Lodge. We'll have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Dedicate this all to grapevines. And what I might have as well as a shrine to Dionysus. Oh no, we need a sanctuary to Hermes first. Which means I also need some marble. Which is going to cost me. Well, I can't give Argos any gifts. Cheese fleece sells wood. Nobody else sells marble. So I'm going to have to buy the stuff. Shoulda. City should have plenty of food. As soon as the dairies are properly operational, it'll be fine. Oh, there's no maintenance office down there. Whoopsie. And what I'll do is set up a trading post down here. Because I think... buy wine, sell armour and wood. The armour might come in handy later. A nice wine district here, and Ethiopia buys wine as well. 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. I'll have that and block all that off. When's your next harvest? October, okay. Population of 1,000. Still not enough workers, so need more. Appeal of the neighbourhood, that's fine. Oh, good! The fleece is pretty cheap. Hygiene's deteriorating. Oh well. So what I might do is save all commemorative monuments for the posh housing. I hope to achieve fairly quickly. Here we go. Housing for 900 more people. What's their problem? Need more olive oil.
Build me a pyre to roast my friends upon.
I think it might be more efficient if I put a granary somewhere in between. Yeah, so put a granary about... oh, I don't know. Somewhere kind of equidistant, like there. You can accept cheese. You can get both. Because that's it's distance that's the bottleneck here. It's all being, it's all holed up in the dairies. I think that should be fine. Oh, bugger.
I guess I don't mind living here.
It's better than a finger in the eye.
Oh, fair enough. That's just what I was trying to avoid. It's going to take an age to build that back up again. Just like it just passes out drunk and disappears. It is like the game wants me to succeed. It's always nice. That's a lot of marble. I'm going to stop buying it now because it's bankrupting me. Fortunately, neither of them are particularly big monuments. Does anybody produce sculptures? No, nobody produces bronze either. Perhaps you can buy the armour and then melt it down. Other than that, I don't know quite how you're supposed to build your sanctuaries. You can't even import the bronze because you can't craft your own things, you know, words. Perhaps if we just put a storehouse somewhere, like here, that just accepts sculpture, and if someone turn up somewhere, that's great. Huh. Well, this looks fairly prosperous. If only people would buy some. Oops. Thank you. Yeah, I managed to get through, what was that, 12,000? 19,000 drachma I managed to get through. Ah. So what I might have is a grove to Dionysus here, and a shrine to Hermes here, and then where the two intersect I'll have a nice housing here. If I can afford it. Which I can. Hold that thought. I kind of wish I hadn't spent that money now. Because they're basically going to give it to me. It's why it sometimes pays to, like, play a city beforehand. Boom. Oh, that was expensive. Still, what yeah. It seems to me that's what the game wants me to do now, so... A grove to Dionysus. Here. We've got wood, we've got... marble, just needs sculptures. Huh, I'll have to buy the things. Put a storehouse there that only accepts wine. I'm going to drunk on wine and then ask them for some sculptures. That's not a bad idea.
My dearest, worship me, and I'll make your soldiers find great strength.
We've already got one sanctuary. How many sanctuaries do you need? What's my employment situation? Oh, a lot of unemployed people. Right, a couple more growers' lodges wouldn't go amiss. Buy 2 and no more. So it's going to be 12 slabs, 4 loads of wood. That'll come next year, next month in fact. So you reach 2,000 residents for the first time. Lovely. And there's your wood. And now I'm going to put some good housing in. I'm going to put it... Is enough room for it? That'll be fine. Connects up to the rest of the city here. And here. Build roadblocks on roads. Thank you. Looks like we could do with more dairies. Five. 2, 3. Isn't it so much easier when you've already got trading partners and nobody's coming to destroy your city? Speaking of which, I thought there was supposed to be a boar coming. Well, that's just about double my capacity. Never really thought about using sanctuaries. Don't be daft, got plenty of food. Dinos has got a divine raises his cup to you because you have completed the sanctuary in his honour. He has planted fruitful vines near his sanctuary to help make sure that wine in your city never ceases to flow. The great god's presence has put everyone in the city in a good mood, and residents will never rise up and commit crimes. Too drunk.
Anyone seen my spear? How can I be a spear carrier without
Let's relocate the guilds to here. 2, 3, 4, 5. What else do we need to do here? Yearly profit of 4,275. I don't know how I got that. One piece of sculpture for Parent City. Protect the city from Calydonian Boar. And a sanctuary to Hermes. So we've got wood, got sculptures. I only need 2, so that's how many you're getting. 12 loads of wood, 35 slabs of marble. So that should be done. Oh, city needs more workers. Is everyone devolving because of lack of food? Looks like it. Put a Grand Agora. I think there. Then we can put nice roads across there and across there. And
if you worship me,
no,
my
you're good.
beloved hound will watch over your city.
He sounds like got quite a husky and like violent voice for what he's portrayed in this game as an old man. You would have thought he would have sounded a bit older, but I don't know. Food, fleece, oil, and arms, and now wine as well. We can get armour there as well. Perhaps we ought to. In fact, if they accept... In fact, they can get it up to 8. As I said, they might struggle to share food. Oh wait, they're getting it from there. Oh. Well, that's thoughtful.
You have offended me, you insufferable beast. Meet the Calydonian boar.
He will turn the tables on you and you'll know how it feels to be hunted. I'll go great lengths to avenge a slight. I've not slighted anybody. Theseus Hall. Oh, great by Jingo, in order to battle a Calydonian boar unleashed by Artemis, you can attract the great hero Theseus to your city by building Theseus's Hall. I, Croesus of Manpili, regret to inform you that no longer able to trade with you. I assure you this is not the result of your actions. Well, I'm just glad I got the statues off of them before they decided to do that. Grrr. Snores. Grrr. Okay. Theseus's Hall. Is that the one that needs to be located near the palace? Yeah, I think it might be. Build hall near the palace. Too far. Still too far. Good appeal around the hall. Wall. The hall is protected by walls. Now this one I quite like because it forces you to have a city with walls around it. 32 slabs of marble, 60 amphorae of wine. Hero Hall to Theseus. Theseus. Oh boy. Could Dionysus do something about him? Just to... Oh, he's too busy blessing the wineries. Quick, get the sculptures to the monument while the boar's busy. What's Theseus like? He likes good appeal around the hall. He wants the hall to be protected by walls. This is going to cost me. Thank you. I don't know quite what brought that on. So do you feel better now? I never did produce my own timber. Oh well. Well, you know, it never specified how thick the walls had to be. When the gamey thing to do is basically just put a small amount of walls around the thing like that. So turn it into a little block, put a palace in, put Theseus' Hall, and then a small amount of walls. But I feel that's not in keeping with the spirit of the mission. I'll put that warehouse to the side. Its job was to get armor and get wine. No, get armor, but just accept wine. Well, now what? Oh, we need more appeal. Infirmary. Tax office, naturally. Podium. Ooh. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem to be doing too much damage at the moment. Ooh, spoke too soon. Oh, it just destroyed the storage yard with most of my marble in. Ooh, struggling with the food. But I'm not. Okay, let's just have a chain. You accept anything that comes to you. Do I get them to get it? Because if they get the cheese, they won't then pick it up from there.
My dearest, worship me, and I'll make your soldiers find great strength.
No, you're alright. Okay, I think we're getting somewhere now. By just stocking all the cheese in there. I don't know quite what we're getting. But I think that's the most... Ooh, the boar's back. How short of employees are we? We're not. Good. One thing at a time. Gatehouse there. We have a wall that goes around like that. A gatehouse there. The gatehouse there. A wall that goes around like that. Of course I missed it out. I had one job. Hey, credit to the people at the M4A. They're actually travelling away for the cheese. No demand, no supply. They need more culture. You got to be careful because I'll end up blocking some sections of wall here. One thing at a time. Let's get the wall sorted. Gets a bit thin round there, but that's out of necessity. that round there like that. I mean, there's no military purpose to this, because as far as I can tell, there's only cities that I know are other allies. That should be fine. Now, what do we do about appeal? About a fish pond. And another fish pond. Some appeal, not much. A couple of gazebos.
My dearest, worship
No, thank
me,
you.
and I'll make your soldiers find great strength.
Don't have any soldiers, but thanks anyway. Where do I put the stadium now? We've got a podium. We need a theatre, which I'll put there. The drama school there. And the college there. Kind of a waste, because nobody's getting the benefit of the sanctuaries. I'm going to move the tax office and hastily rebuild it. Put it there, and the infirmary put there. Right, I'm going to put the storehouse with the marble in as far away from the boar as possible. Oh, I didn't think about that. That's a lot of cheese that's collapsed. Debris was everywhere. Am I right? Oh dear. Because it's... Oh. That's a great cheese joke, that is. Did you hear about the explosion at the cheese factory? The debris was everywhere. I'm going to put a population monument there. I think they'll appreciate it. I'm also going to start buying some armour, because I can afford it. Because I'm worth it. 2 sculpture. I'll set them aside. Sanctuary to Hermes. Hermes? Take the H off. Unprotect. Oh! The little blighter. Or do you to accept some wood as well? 16 slabs of marble. Say, Argos, old buddy, old pal. How would you like to give me some marble? Requisition it. What's Dionysus doing apart from just stumbling about? 26 workers needed. So we're hardly struggling. Thank you. I knew you'd try and get out of it. Now that's about as efficient as you're going to get from a housing block. About yay big. It holds about 2,000 people. Probably build another one on this map. You could have one up there. Oh, that's got good appeal. That didn't take much. 32 slabs of marble. Hull is unprotected. 16 amphoras of wine. But we are overflowing with grapes, so we may as well. 5, 6. Thanking you. I'll even buy some. Four loads, water 2 sculptures. Say, Ethiopia, old buddy, old pal. Oh. I just could cut my own trees down. I just don't fancy it. It's all about comparative advantages. This is what David Ricardo was talking about. Well, that was good. Fired a bolt and suddenly there's a dazzling light above the winery. Where country A and country B, country A is better at most goods than country B, so it doesn't have an absolute advantage. But it's more efficient in certain goods than country B, which, although is not as good in any particular good, if you know what I mean. I'd learned in business economics. There's an example with like fridges and dishwashers and stuff like that. It's all about going for the most efficient thing. So my labour can be better spent with wineries and... oh, I can get rid of them artisans now. With wineries, because that's my comparative advantage. Actually, it's an absolute advantage because nobody else produces wines. I can't really export wood. And if I could, it's not that expensive. Whereas wine sells for 175. It makes sense to put all my resources into wine rather than into wood, because all that would do is give me a temporary advantage. I was be on good terms with Mount Pelion, but I haven't got the wine to spare. I'm too busy selling it. I buy the shed load. So much wine. Need more culture venues. Oh, who let the boar in? And where's it going? Oh, don't attack him.
Who's here to share a cup? Oh, wait.
Need more wine. Where do I put the stadium?
If you worship me, my beloved hound will watch over your city.
Could put it there. Well, I could put it like there. Build the wall around it. That works. So get rid of the wall, build the stadium there. Then rebuild the wall around it. Employees needed. Change the record. Like in some cities where you've not got much housing, the comparative advantage, best allocation of resources, is to not grow your own food, is to import your food in, and then focus your energies on other cities. I think that makes sense on very small cities, where the map's tiny. Well, there is one that's later on, where you have to rely on urchins. terrible source of food. I think it makes sense there to just import it from wherever you can and use the meagre population that you can have on something more productive. Like bronze, I think it was in that particular mission. Every once in a while, Hephaestus will come in and shut down all your mills. That seems high appeal enough to me. I mean, come on, you're next to a sanctuary. Fine. It's next to an infirmary, so perhaps it's not the highest appeal it could be. This house needs horses. No chance. Nah. I've not got the wheat for horses anyway. Oh, the boars on the loose again. To be honest, it doesn't seem too devastating. I could probably build a city around it. Okay, let's stockpile some wine.
Man alive! You can't have a city without wine.
Huh.
Hephaestus couldn't make better armor than this.
Toga, toga, toga. Toga, 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 toga.
Oh, it's the Satyrs! Half goat, half man. They and the Maeonids were the followers of Dionysus. Completely given over to their hedonistic urges. Really something quite sinister about it. It's what happened to the people at Thebes that got taken away. Like Cadmus and family got taken away to Mount Pelion. Was it Mount Pelion or some other mount? The one that you had, that we ended up rescuing and had a happy ending. Didn't have a happy ending because they all got dragged away to this city where the Satyrs and Maeonids, in a fit of ecstasy and lust and orgy and drunkenness, debauchery, ended up tearing the victims apart. Don't know what's, you know. Oh, that's nice. 18 wine. Unprotected by walls. I can fix that soon enough. If I'm quick, and get there before the Calydonian boar does. Walls, 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 walls. Send for Theseus. I can stockpiling it now. God, that's really hard to tell. Is it stockpiled or isn't it? Oh, I don't know. Find out soon enough. The flashing red said not stockpiling, but who's to say? Get rid of those artisans. 4% unemployment. That's fine. You don't need a particularly big city here. It's achieved all its aims with a population of 2,400. It's about the limit you can get it at. According to this, I can support another 3,000, but that's kind of taking the chances a little bit. I've had some arable land where you could put proper farms down, and thus have a more steady supply of food. You can probably make a bigger settlement, but I say that's big enough. Hey! Hey, wait, what you doing?
There's nothing left to fear now. I'm here.
Ah, Theseus.
You have matched me as a ruler. Your city is superb.
I like this guy. He's got what it takes. Yeah. Some kind words about me. You've matched me as a ruler. Where did you rule, Theseus? Well, it's Theseus.
Man alive. You can't have a city without wine.
There's some more satyrs. Lovely. That's fantastic. I'm also running short on money. Import costs 12,000. What the hell have I been importing? 2,000 bribes / tribute paid. Oh no, that's construction. I thought I'd lost 4,000 in bribes. Where's Theseus? I've lost him. The Calydonian boar is killing regular boars now. I guess it's playing the long game, hoping to starve me out. Yeah, that's not a bad place. Couple of fish ponds, couple of gazebos. Thanking you. I've done all about as much as you can do with this city, apart from just sprucing it up. Whoa, I don't know why I did that. I'm quite short of money. Oh well. Oh, look at them graphics. Thank you. I've immediately spent it all. Probably stop buying marble now. Hey! Let's get out of this place before anybody notices. Probably going to start the next city at 88 in debt. And that's having started with 16,000 drachma. Good heavens. Can we buy some wine quick so I don't end in debt? No! I wanted something a bit more profitable than that. Oh, I can stop buying sculptures now.
In spite of the many attacks by Artemis,
Ooh.
you have built a thriving colony that will ensure that Argos never wants for luscious grapes. The city will also provide sculpture from the centaur outpost of Mount Pelion.
Oh,
and
that's the
boar
centaurs.
that was a frequent and unwelcome guest will forever bear the name of the city and henceforth be known as the Calydonian Boar.
The Calydonian Boar. Well, that's that then. Probably going to struggle for money wherever I go next now. Minus 288. Ooh, even if I built those gardens, I still would have ended up in a bit of financial difficulty. Perhaps shouldn't have bought that marble, but hey ho. Am I going back to the city now? I think I might be going back to the city now.